Go Jenn!
In a short spoof entitled The Millennial Missionaries, Quinn and Kylie, aspiring missionaries to the scuba instructors of Aruba, are seeking your financial support. They hilariously talk about their God moments with cabana boys, golf caddies, and parasail instructors.
Amen.
While Quinn and Kylie might make us laugh, the reality that they represent might make us cry. The modern missionary movement has only slightly evolved through time, and it's not prepared to equip the next generation. Many of the accepted standards and approaches are paternalistic and predicated on mentalities that no longer exist. 100 years ago, North American missionaries would pack their belongings in a coffin, not planning to return home until they died. Even the baby boomer generation considered foreign missions to be a lifelong commitment. Today, missionaries like Quinn and Kylie see their time of service as one of many careers they will pursue. The fast speed of life has led to the belief that missionaries can build fruitful ministries and have a meaningful impact in less time. But the realities on the ground tell a different story. There are no shortcuts to cultural adaptation and building trust with national partners. The average missionary is college educated, biblically trained, and eager to engage in meaningful work. But it takes more than good intentions, strong theology, and useful energy to develop a fruitful cross-cultural ministry. It takes the time and willingness to be deconstructed in another culture. Cross-cultural mission experts observe that millennial missionaries are open to the world, emphasize personal relationships, and are sensible, self-critical, and extremely creative. They are enthusiastic and willing to work under indigenous leadership. Millennials are hungry for fellowship, but stamina and self-discipline are not their strengths. Fritz Kling, author of the book The Meeting of the Waters, asks, beyond the hip clothes and cool gadgets, will they bring enough depth and commitment to very difficult cross-cultural assignments? Consider this. It costs an American missionary family close to $100,000 just to launch to a foreign field and cover moving and settling expenses. They will spend their first 1 to 2 years in full-time language school, a critical but expensive and time-consuming endeavor. In year 3 or 4, the missionary may begin to develop a ministry, but their language skills will still be weak. If they do not continue to be highly intentional about ongoing language learning and cultural adaptation, they will continually face barriers in both personal and ministry relationships. In year 5, missionaries typically take a 1-year furlough, interrupting their integration, partnerships, and projects. Year 6, they return to their field of service, but their language skills will have degraded, right alongside their ministry, relationships, and projects. According to the most recent study on missionary attrition, the average missionary will leave the field after 9 years of service, just when they're finally able to make a meaningful contribution. It will take 10 years and another $775,000 of kingdom resources to replace that missionary. Why are they leaving? Missionaries cite lack of organizational integrity as one of the primary preventable causes for which they leave the field. The demand for quick results, coupled with the quest for sustained donations, motivates many mission agencies to misrepresent their ministry outcomes. Mission agencies use statistics to recruit staff, missionaries, and donors. Some outright lie, while others exaggerate the truth. These inflated numbers reveal either a lack of satisfaction in actual results or unrealistic expectations on behalf of donors. And agencies aren't the only ones at fault. Research shows that missionaries resist accountability and evaluation, tending to over-spiritualize their work. Even more tragic, no one is asking nationals in receiving countries to evaluate the impact of foreign missionaries. The ease of global travel and the availability of technologies such as Skype and Netflix also contribute to missionary attrition by inhibiting and interrupting the missionary's integration. Divided between two worlds, they struggle to be fully present to and engaged in the culture to which they have been called. The biggest trend in missions over the past 50 years has been the trend towards short-term missions. While budgets to support long-term missionaries are diminishing, many churches invest heavily in sending short-term, inexperienced teams to foreign fields, wearing matching t-shirts, of course. Many of these mission trips amount to little more than exotic vacations financed by the church. They may open the eyes of Westerners to the work of God around the world, but short-term missions rarely have a positive impact and can have a negative impact in the destination country. Some believe indigenization is the answer. The North American church could simply financially support local believers to reach their own country with the gospel. Indigenization eliminates the need to learn a new language and culture and significantly reduces the cost of mission work. The problem with indigenization is that it eliminates the objectivity that an outsider can bring. In fact, A.C. Azariah, the first indigenous Indian Anglican bishop, was against indigenization when it was being proposed in the last century, imploring foreign missionaries to come, not as leaders, but as friends. The research indicates that this is our best hope for building missionary effectiveness and sustainability in the 21st century. We must train and equip the next generation of missionaries to work collaboratively alongside of national partners, moving from doing mission to or mission for the other, but to doing missions with.